I guess we really use up most of the stuffs that I mentioned earlier, except for the other. Go away. Hi Momchies! Welcome to my vlog. So we're back here at home in Dresden, Germany, and we really had a nice good time in Poland. Really. So here's my honest review for our trip to Poland for a week. We picked Poland as our destination because of its proximity. It's around 4 hours drive from Germany, specifically here from Dresden, and we have to check if Miri will make it or not, no? Because she keeps on crying after an hour, and I have to feed her, and she falls asleep after 30 minutes. So this is a good trial for her because when she was still 5 months old when we had the trip, and now we know that she reacted really good for a first-time traveler. Right, Miri? Why in Debosor, Poland? We picked that accommodation because it's cheaper compared to other prices in Ostsee. It's only 42 euro per night for 4 adults and a baby. And it has huge space, and it's near forest and also nice cities like Stettin and Novi Varpno. And it did not disappoint us. It offers different experiences other than just swimming alone. So the downside of the accommodation is it's quite far from the Ostsee, so it takes 2 hours drive to get there. If we really wanted to swim and enjoy the sun, we could have booked somewhere near the Ostsee in Poland side. But since we like to hike, so we decided to get this accommodation. And it's located beside the trail rail. So there was one time that an old train passed by, and we all wave and say hello to the passengers, and it was a quite different experience for us because we've never seen an old train like that before. It's really rustic, so you get this rustic feeling. It really lived up to my expectation and even more, except the fact that during our 4th day or 3rd day it rained that night, and then it has a lot of mosquitoes, so they don't have a screen protector. So if you're going to book there in Debostro, you need to bring lots of mosquito repellents with you. Make sure your baby is well taken care of because they kind of bite like per normal, right? The beach in Trzewice is not really that clean, but if you swim further away from the shoreline, it's good enough. So our second destination was the Baltic Sea or Ostsee. It has a really different vibe. As you can see from my previous video, it has a different look to its town. It's a very small town. They call it Bansin. It's not really a town. It's like a village, a part of Western Pomeranian, Germany. So in Bansin, there's lots of restaurants and shops which are really good for tourists, and it's also nice to chill. You know, the water is really cold. That's the one thing I can say, you know, that's kind of negative in a way, but still, you know, I think everywhere in Baltic Sea is like that. But during nowadays, because of the global warming, it's pretty hot, so if you jump into cold water, it really suits your body. So it's also a really nice experience. We really had a good time in Stettin, and we used the stroller for baby Miri, and she fell asleep for like an hour. So it's really good. We feel like we're singles. And yeah, the Indian restaurant was really good. The hiking, so I find it unexpectedly amazing. I thought we weren't able to go in because of the tall grasses. So I think it's rarely used. I mean, the path that we took, and there's not much of footsteps. At first I was scared, but then I saw the beautiful, wonderful nature. And you don't really find those flowers anywhere. So it's just in their natural habitat, like the meadows that we've seen. So you can hear the birds and all. It's really quite relaxing time. Kind of tiring, but it's good, you know. Novi Varpno versus Altwarp. I find the Novi Varpno prettier than Altwarp. Well, most of the tourists are coming from Germany, from the Altwarp. So they're riding the ferry going back and forth to see what's in the Novi Varpno. Novi Varpno has its different architectural design. One of the highlights was our grilling time after our trip in Novi Varpno. And I find it really relaxing. So it's just us, our family, and the cat. Hi, Momchi! We're grilling right now. Hi, Momshies! This is how to keep your baby calm at night. My lovely baby Mimi!
Your lovely husbando!
And sometimes lovely husbando. Love you, Mimi! Wow! Hello! Hi, Momshies! As what we've seen from the last videos, we brought a lot of stuffs for our trip to Poland. And I guess the things that are really necessary are, for example, the transport box. So I don't think we could fit everything inside the Kofferraum. So it's like the boot of the car. If we did not bring the transport box, because we have the big stroller, it occupies most of the space, and we also have our bags with us, like the trip bags of all adults. So that is really necessary for a long trip. And yeah, the stroller is very necessary, the baby carrier, and the bouncer. I think the things that you can skip are definitely the baby bed. That one, we barely use it because the moment we tried it, baby Mary did not like the idea that she's sleeping not beside us. So you can skip that, and also the baby monitor. So it comes hand in hand, because if she's sleeping with you, you don't need the baby monitor. So what else? The baby play mat, it's also not super necessary because she did not play that much inside the house. So she was just, because most of the time we were outside, and then by the time she's tired, so she just stay with us in her bed and also in her baby bouncer. So I guess we really used up most of the stuffs that we brought to our trip, except for those items that I mentioned earlier. So that's it for today, Momshies. Thank you for watching. I hope you like my videos. If you do, please hit the subscribe button and leave your comments below. Thank you, and see you next time, Momshies. Have a good night. On our way home, we made a side trip to Stettin, and finally, we were able to try the Polish dumplings.